Welcome back everybody, and thank you for tuning into this video. Today is pretty exciting because we are going to be attempting to survive in the Pale Oak Biome. Now, I've already had to get out of there because while I was trying to record this intro, I was already getting shot at. So this should be good. Ow, okay, this is going to be a problem. I gotta run away. There's two of them. What the heck? Now there's a zombie. What is happening? You know, I'm gonna die here. I guess now is a good time. Oh crap. I guess now is a good time to say that I will have unlimited deaths in this world because I didn't like my chances doing this on hardcore. But we finally got our first blocks, so we're getting somewhere. We got our first sword. I'm gonna get an axe while we're at it too. I totally forgot to craft a pickaxe. As I was trying to say, let's upgrade to some stone tools here real quick. Gonna try the best I can to keep myself safe down here, and I think this will do the trick. Oh, there's some coal. Now we are no longer... Oh, wow. Am I blind? There was a bunch of coal right there. So, now that I've gotten myself to the point where I'm not fearing for my life, our goal here is to basically create a starter base. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take, so I'm not necessarily going to give myself a time limit, but for now, we're just going to keep living underground, trying to get some coal, maybe even some iron or copper, so I can get some halfway starter armor at least going here. We found some copper. This is huge. We'll be able to get ourselves some copper armor here. Okay. We are fully geared up here, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm probably gonna die, but you guys came here to see a survival video, not a hiding video. If I can make it to a tree real quick, maybe I can get up high enough to avoid the mobs. Half a heart, half a heart, half a heart. I need to get up high and scout the area. I can't see nothing. We have a dark oak biome here, so I'm gonna wander over there and see if I can't find some food real quick. Just slowly make my way down, see if I can't find anything to kill. I hear sheep somewhere. Pig. Pig. Oh, that's big. That's really gonna give us some food, guys. I knew I heard one somewhere. Thank you for your contribution. We are now getting somewhere. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna put in the video, but it has been a crazy start. Huh. No, it was a gray one. That's too bad. At least we got food. Okay, we're gonna... That sucks. Does anyone know where we were? I'm gonna have to check my coordinates. I'll be right back. Perfect, we made it back. Oh no. Take that. Okay, this isn't even fair. Okay. I'm stuck in here with a zombie. I can't win. Okay, we're just gonna wait here till the morning because this is not going well at all. This really sucks. All our stuff despawned while I was down there. So we're pretty much starting back on square one. How many times have I died already? Come on! I'm gonna die again. I might as well just die. I need to get out of here just to get a basic set of supplies so I can survive properly. Alright, so we've obtained yet another set of basic tools. And ooh, sheep. That's gonna be important. I'm not even gonna bother. I don't even care. It's only a heart and a half, that means nothing. Oh, come on. Alright, let's get our stuff back for the 10 millionth time. Okay, we are officially protected from outside mobs. And we have crap. That's not good. That's an Enderman. Oh, that was close. I thought he was about to KO me. We really need to find some coal or some iron or copper again. I got off to such a great start and then everything went horribly wrong. Despite my terrible start, I was able to spend the next day or so chopping down some trees, setting up a perimeter for my starter base, and even managing to obtain a bed. I didn't stop there, as I continued to clear out some trees around my starter base to prepare the land for future projects and to also cut down on mob interactions like this one right here, because I have died way too many times already. Now here's where the real fun starts, because we are about to transform these 4 walls into a real starter base. And I even pulled a 100 IQ move, and I planned out my base beforehand, so I know exactly what I need to do. Now, I just need to do it in survival. To kick things off, I really wanted to put in a proper floor. And what better than some dark oak, because it contrasts perfectly with my pale oak walls. And then after that, I decided to put in a proper roof so we are officially protected on all 5 sides. Which is why I also decided to put in some windows after that to make sure that there was no mobs lurking around my house as I'm about to go out the door. At which point I moved over to the storage because I had a lot of stuff piled up in my inventory that I needed to put away. Then, before you know it, I was designing a kitchen, and I decided to get a little creative with this just because I had the extra room. Then, to top it all off, I put a little bit of a carpet in the middle just to break up some of that dark oak. I must say, I really like the way this interior turned out. Now, I did keep it relatively simple just because it is supposed to be a starter base, but I think I gave it a lot of character, especially with these copper lanterns and this little kitchen area over here. But now that the interior's done, it's time for me to head to the caves to gather a few more resources for what we're going to do outside. After fighting off a spider that was intent on guarding his deposit of coal, I returned home to flatten out some of the land around me and put in my farm fields. At which point, I decided to put up a fence to try and cut down on the amount of times I was rudely interrupted by a mob. Then, I went even deeper into the ground to mine out some deep slate for the trim of my roof. which I also paired up with some dark oak, and I think it turned out really nice. And no starter base is complete without a few animals, so after building 2 pens, I went to grab some cows and chickens. Now that we have an official roof on our house and some animals in back, I think it's time we give the outside of this house a little bit more attention. And what I want to do is put some detail on the front, kind of like this. Add some coarse dirt with a few trapdoors. Like so. Add some flowers. A little bit of a lantern. And some hanging moss. Not too bad. Let's get one on the other side and see how it looks. It's subtle, but I like it. I think I'm gonna do this. You're interrupting me. What was I saying? I don't know. Anyway, this looks pretty cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it around the rest of the house. I still think it's missing a little bit of detail, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some pale moss around the outside of it. Not too bad, not too bad. This turned out cooler than I thought it would, honestly. And I think once this crop is done going in, this will be a completed project. So that'll about do it for today's video. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, because if you stayed this whole time, you will understand why it seemed to be more of a headache than I thought it would be at first. But I'm glad I stuck it through, because this place turned out to be pretty neat. Would I ever try this again? I don't know, because to be honest, I probably died about 2 dozen times or more. So it was pretty crazy. But we got a pretty cool house out of the deal. So until next time.